Hey, Chris House fans! This is my third try at this. Look, this is the new Gen 8. I'm just kidding, okay? I'm just kidding. This is the Gen 7. This couldn't be the Gen 8. Do you know why it can't be the Gen 8? Because it's black. Which I think they should have maybe done a black one, like, and it's like, and I'm not gonna actually criticize the vehicle before we get it, and you know. I love retro gaming, and I watch a lot of stuff on, like, the PlayStation Classic, the Nintendo Classic, Super Nintendo Classic, and, man, guys beat up the stuff, and actually rightfully so with the PlayStation Classic, but they beat up the product before it comes in, and this isn't going to be the focus of our video. Our focus is how kick butt the new Gen 8 is going to be. We've got a lot of shares, a lot of likes, and a lot of phone calls already on the Gen 8. And the last two phone calls, one was from a friend, and the other one was about the Gen 8. So I want to get this little 5-minute, 6-minute blurb out there, just talking about it, talking about what it is, and talking about where it's going to fit into the scheme of things. I don't even know if I'm going to publish the video, this one here, because the truck is speaking for itself. It doesn't need advertisements at this point. You know, Redcat could shut down. As long as they reopen up and ship us those trucks, we're going to be good. So Chris called us from Redcat. We always like dealing with Chris. He's been at Redcat 10 years, and we've been dealing with Redcat for 10 years. So it's nice to have that. It's weird. Once we get to that kind of 10-year mark, you realize that, oh, cool, you kind of built something with some staying power, and you've been in a company long enough, you see a lot of good things come and go. And anyways, so he called me. He said, hey, Chris, you can get your 4 Gen 8s. And I'm like, I want 12. To give you last time an idea of when we've ordered 12 anything, there's 3 vehicles we did that with. 3. One was the let's go old school, was the Venom Gambler, which back in the day, 2-wheel drive brushless for like $250 was big. Okay, it was huge. So we bought, I think, 50 of them. We bought the rest of the stock. The second one, and no, I'm not going to leave the middle finger up. Okay, come on, it's PG. Actually, I probably could. So, the second one being the G-Made Sawback. We sold like 20 of those things in like 2 weeks. It was awesome. Leaf sprung truck, under $350, I think it was at the time. We're going back a little while, and this is in Canadian dollars, so, I hate always saying Canadian dollars, but it is what it is. And then the last one was the Gen 7. I think we got in, I think it was 12. Now I'm thinking about it, it might have been 10, and we sold through all those in a couple of days, and we did have some issues with some diffs, and that got fixed up really, really quickly. And when I was talking with Chris, I said, I want 12, and he goes, you can't have 12, you're going to get 4, and then you're going to get 4 on the next shipment, and then you can have whatever the hell you want after that. And I said, you know, Chris, you and I, we've been friends a long time, and his name's Chris, this is Chris's house. You figure there's enough, and it's Christmas, right? Christmas time. So there's enough Chris's that I need 12 trucks immediately, please. I need a dozen. Make it a baker's dozen because I'm buying a dozen. There is no demos or freebies anymore. The industry cut all that out. So we got 8 coming. And here's the funny part. I go, you know what? I'd like 6 orange and 6 and 2 blue. And I go, you know what? No, Chris. I want 4 orange and 4 blue. He goes, good, because that's the only way we sell them. 1 orange and 1 blue per pack. And I'm like, okay. Redcat's actually opened up new dealers, so this is stuff you might not know. Redcat's opened up new dealers just to sell these trucks. Like, you know, they went to SEMA, they paid probably tens of thousands of dollars to have a booth, and they had new off-road, shops come up to them and say, we want to open an account. That's actually not a good thing, but it also is a good thing. The more RC cars that can be put out into the public, the better. And RC cars are on a weird wavy the last little while, and up and down, and you can feel free to ask questions in the comments if you like. But I'm always concerned with shops selling this stuff and they don't know anything about it. Just because you know how to fix your Willys Jeep or your CJ7 or whatever the hell you have, okay, Land Cruiser or any of that stuff, doesn't mean you know RC. And because I can fix an RC car, certainly doesn't allow me to think I know all about, real cars, right? So I don't work on my own car anymore. Most cars don't need work done anymore. You just put gas on them and change the oil every, 15,000 kilometers and call it a day. Now you know we're from Canada. I said kilometers. Some Americans like, hey, what's that in miles? I don't even know. 8,000, 9,000, whatever. So the Gen 8 was developed all in-house. One engineer was hired, and I don't have all the names in front of me, and I don't need to get that technical with it, but Redcat found an engineer that was working in the automotive industry and brought his friend, I think it was, and they both designed this thing. And what's really cool is a member from Redcat went to China to oversee the development of the truck so that we get it here without a hitch. When new vehicles come in and there's problems, I have a very long memory. And I don't hold it against them all the time, but when new stuff comes on, I'm very hesitant. You know, the new Vitara Ascender, really cool truck. We ordered one. The new SCX 10.2 Builders Kit, we brought 2 in. You know, and people come here for RC. People will drive an hour, 2 hours, 3 hours. And if you own a shop, you guys know this, but the RC landscape is changing a lot. Now, when I said I ordered 8 of these Gen 8s, you have to understand how awesome that is, because when we're just ordering 1 or 2 from big national brands, whatever the hell we call that, okay? When we're ordering 8 from what we would consider a small independent like Redcat, really shows you how much faith we have in the product and how much... And yes, price point does matter too. And that's a big thing too. You know, you're not going to see any dealer ordering 10 of something that, you know, has a... You know, that's selling for $700 or $800. And if you do, maybe that shop won't be there in 2 years, or maybe they just have the pull, or they've been around long enough. There's a lot of variables, okay? I don't really want to compare this shop to others. So the Gen 8 has a lot of great features we're looking for. Locking diffs, portal axles, you know, front-mounted engine. It's great. If you want one, go ahead and, you know, you can give us a call. We only... we will ship in Canada, okay, but it is for the Canadian market only, okay, our models, so we don't ship to the U.S. We have 8 that are coming. I have one for me, but I'll get the 3rd shipment because I'm a good boy. Tony, my right-hand guy, he's going to get one on the 2nd shipment, I think, or the 1st. He's so excited. So if you have questions about the Gen 8, let us know. We've had lots of conversations with Redcat. We watched a really cool, actually, podcast on Big Squid RC. And the passion with Redcat and what Redcat's doing, every year is a little different. You know, for 10 years, Redcat was real big for us for 5 years. And in the last 5 years, there's been an influx of other stuff. You know, there's other cars. Like look at all this Tamiya stuff. You know, it's wonderful, you know, and we got the, you know, we have a lot of really killer stuff here, right? You know, Tamiya, ECX, Charisma, Rage. There's a lot of really, oh, look at all this plastic stuff. We love this. I know RC, you know, like, it's everywhere here. It's so fun. I love plastic, you know. I know the lights are out back there. So, anywhoozles, I know it's always, I'm always long-toothed in these videos, okay? And, oh, look what else we got. A snap-on toolbox. Oh my god, it's so cool. Look at the top. It goes down and everything. I've always wanted one. I treated myself. Early Christmas present. I got a deal too, because that's the way I am. So, if you have questions about the Gen 8, let us know. We're not the product developer. We're not a wholesaler, okay? But we've had a lot of really great sessions with the guys from Redcat, and the real secret to this truck that's really cool, that makes it really special, is we have really hedged our bets on it. And how I mean is we've eliminated several rock crawlers from the store, and I will tell you what they are. And when I say eliminated, I mean we'll gladly order them for you, and we still really like them. It's just what you guys want and what you guys are buying are 2 different things. And we're seeing a big shakeup in a lot of different industries, and I mean a lot. Almost every industry. Ford's not going to make cars anymore. Chevy maybe too, right? Like GM. Like, this is really neat times. So when we're bringing in 1 or 2 of a Vitara or an Axial, and we're bringing in 8 of a Redcat, it means a lot. And I know I already said that, but there are certain cars that won't be here. TRX4 will be order only. Do I think it's an awesome truck? I think it's a 10 out of 10 truck. I really do. The Charisma trucks, the Coyotes, really like that. I like the Charisma trucks. They're great, and they don't get a lot of credit. Vitara, we got a couple in stock. there's a place for Vetera. They need to work on their story a bit, but there's a place for it. You know, Tamiya, we've got CC01, CR01, which I'm actually building a CR01. First kit I built in 3 years, I think, for myself. First kit I built in a while for myself. I work on them every day, okay? So, G-Made still have a good selection. Axial is not moving the way it once was by 200 or 300%. You know, and you ask me questions, I'll clarify it below, but the new Redcat Gen8, I'm just going to hold the Gen 7. See, look at the smile I even get with this truck. It's such a cool truck, it's such a special truck, but the Gen 8 is going to be, really be a huge stepping stone, and really what it is it's giving people an ultimate performance option for a price point that kicks butt, and every manufacturer better be frickin' concerned, okay? Beadlocks, metal parts, lots of metal heavy-duty linkages, realistic body. That's ultra realistic. The Suburban Vetera body is not very realistic when you look at it. Like it mimics it, but it's not. Beadlocks, great electronics, great warranty. I mean, and I'm sure it's going to drive like an absolute beast. Higher steering degree. They tested everything. When you design a vehicle from the ground up, you look at everything. Oh, if this was like a speeder, it'd be like, pew, pew, pew. I don't know. We have some Star Wars stuff here, too. So, Traxxas, we love you guys. You guys are doing a good job. We like a lot of your new entrants, and I always like to leave things on a good note. You know, Vetera, Axial, G-Made, it's to me, there's a lot of really good stuff. Even MST, there's a lot of good oddball stuff out there that we really, really like. But the Redcat is going to set the standard for not just price point, but for performance, for value. And you know what? We're excited. If you want one, you can give us a call. You can find our information easily. We don't post it on our videos or links because it's not the way we do things here, okay? We will ship in Canada only, okay? And you let us know and give us a call. Thanks for listening to our rant. I know I wish I had like a truck here I could just show you. They don't even have room for demos. Like, they're sending out a couple demos to some, maybe like RC Car Action or Big Squid kind of thing. But that's, the shops, even as long as we've been dealing with Redcat, we're not going to get one. So, as soon as we have more details, guys, we're gonna load you up with information. Thanks for watching. I know I got a little long. You guys have a good day. Look out for a video on the CR01 I'm building in the next couple weeks. We have some new minis we brought in as well, and some other cars coming as well. So, it's good times. And happy holidays, Merry Christmas to all of you. Thanks very much. Talk to you soon. And click to the top right to subscribe.